Hey guys, okay, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my fluffy, natural, almost laminated looking brows, as you can see on my face right now. So if you're interested in learning how I get my brows to look like this with just a few simple products that are really easy to grab, you can get the main product almost anywhere. Then go ahead and keep watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, so let's jump right into these brows. I have already washed my face, moisturized the skin, all that stuff, and yes, I typically do my brows first. It's just something that I like to do, especially for the style of brows that I'm going to show you today. So if you don't like to do your brows first, you can always do them after you've done your makeup in whatever order, but it probably will mess up. Actually, I know it's going to mess up your foundation a bit. So I suggest that you do this first. So a couple of things that you're going to need really quickly. I'm going to go over it just in case you want to do this like with me. So I'm going to tell you what I use, and then you can pause the video if you need to and go grab whatever. So you can do yours at the same time. You're going to need a spoolie of some sort. This one is just on these are both on the end of brow pencils. This one's a little bit bigger. This one's a little bit smaller. This is a NYX brow pencil, and this one is a julep brow pencil. So a spoolie. You are going to need, if you do not have any got to be glue or got to be glued styling gel, I would suggest like any like heavy duty hair gel would work, but this is what I use, and I can guarantee you this container of gel will last forever. You can pick it up at Target, I know, because that's where I grabbed this, but I'm sure you can get it at Walmart, CVS, anywhere that they sell Schwarzkopf products. So I'm sure you can grab it at Ulta, so many different places that you could probably pick this up. So it should be easy to get your hands on. I think it's around $6, so not super expensive. And like I said, this will last forever. You are also going to need some sort of makeup remover and like a Q-tip. And right now you're probably like, why? You'll see in a second. I've got like a hair on my eyelashes. It's like tickling my face. But you're going to need like some sort of makeup remover and Q-tips, or a cotton round, something to where you can clean up, you know, whatever. I just like Q-tips because it works well with the brow. And then of course you're going to need some sort of brow pencil. I like the Morphe. I also like the ColourPop. So I like both of those. Or if you prefer some sort of brow pen, this one's the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. You can use a brow pen, as you're going to see here in a second. You're not going to need any of these very much unless you really have sparse areas in your brows, and then you might need them a little more. I will show you what I do with it because I do have a spot in this brow that is vacant. The hair just does not want to stay there. So I'm going to grab my mirror. I hope you can't see it, but I am going to need it in order to get this started. And it takes me no time at all to do my brows. Obviously, it's going to take me a little bit longer here because I'm talking, but let's go. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to take my gel. Mine is so gross on the top, but this stuff gets so hard that you can just kind of like peel it off of the lid. So I use the cap, the lid, like this part, to get the product on my spoolie. Okay, so I'm going to use the NYX one. Like I said, any spoolie will work. If you have the disposable spoolies that you just like, the little disposable ones, you pull one out and use those, that's fine too. I just wash mine. Just take a little bit of antibacterial soap, whether it be hand soap or whatever. Dawn dishwashing liquid works great as well. But ever so often, you're going to want to like clean the gel out of here and stuff. So that's how I keep mine looking not all gunky. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze out some of the gel, not a lot, and I'm going to pick some up on the spoolie. And then once I get some, I'm going to take it over to the side of where you squeeze out the gel. And I'm just going to kind of work it into the spoolie like this. I'm just going to work it in. Okay, so now we've got our spoolie covered. And we are going to go in to the brow. And we're just going to start brushing it into the brow. You're going to want to brush it all different directions. Get it into the brow. Just get it in there. Then we're going to start brushing upward on the brow hairs. Just upwards. Or in whatever shape you prefer. But I prefer upward just to give my brows like a very fluffy laminated look. So I'm going to keep on brushing up the brows. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to keep brushing up the brows until I get them where I want them. And sometimes you might need to go in and get a little bit more gel. Just do the same thing. You're just going to work it into the spoolie. You don't want huge globs. And I will tell you this is going to dry fairly quick, so you want to work somewhat fast. All right, so normally I like to make sure that I kind of like flatten out. So you're just going to take the end of the spoolie and kind of just push the hairs the direction you want them to go. And then right here at the front, I want those to go up. And I also will take the cap on the other end and kind of like smooth it out. Once I figure out where I want the hairs, I'm just going to smooth it out. And if any hairs got out of line, you can use the end of the spoolie to smooth them out. Now, as you can see right here, I have a pretty severe like bald spot. I don't know why. The hair just does not want to grow there whatsoever. I honestly have no idea why that spot's there. I don't know if I overplucked when I was younger or what, but let me tell you, that is a bald spot. So that is where we're mainly going to be focusing like the brow pencil or like the brow product itself to color in that spot. But this one is my good brow. So this one is always easier, but as you can see, I'm just like brushing up, same as the other one. This one's my favorite brow. Like, I know everybody has like that favorite brow. Like, this one is my favorite. So it always cooperates so much better. And then once I get it where I want it, I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to smooth it out. And as you can see, like that brow obviously looks so much better than this one. This one's so much more sparse, but this one, she's the showstopper. I really wish both of them could look like that, but they can't. But that is why we have brow pencils. All right, I'm just going to stick the cap back on the spoolie. And honestly, this gel is going to dry like it's already dry. We're already dry, guys. That is the good thing about this gel. It's not gonna move. I love this for brow gel. Okay, so the reason why I do my brows first is one, could you imagine like using that gel and like brushing up over your foundation? You're gonna destroy your foundation. All right, so whatever makeup remover you want to use, whether it be like micellar water from Garnier, the Simple brand one, which I also think might be Garnier as well. Whatever it is, I have Bioderma. It's just what I have on hand. I'm just going to take some on the Q-tip. You don't need a ton, but you're just going to come up here and you're going to clean up the gel that you have gotten on your head. And that's why I said, like, you can really use anything to clean up. Even if you have like a makeup eraser, like the little cloth, you could get that damp and you could use that as well. But you just want to clean it up so whenever your foundation goes on, it goes on nice and smoothly. I have done my brows like this before, and I was just like, okay, what's going on? What is going on with my foundation around my brows? And then I realized that it was the gel that was on my skin that was just like hard, and it was making my skin look almost like alligator skin. It was looking really, really rough, and it was the gel. So now I make sure that I get it all cleaned up. And like I said, once you get used to this, it takes no time at all. Super quick. But if you want to be more like conscious of waste, you can skip the Q-tips and, like I said, a makeup eraser cloth, or even like just a towel, a damp towel. Warm water will be just fine. I always forget to put this on, so I'm gonna do it right now. Silent it is. Okay. But just a damp towel, washcloth, anything like that will work, and it will obviously cut down on the waste. Okay, so since you can clearly see that I have gaps, we are going to take a brow pencil. Now you're going to want to be very precise, because you can't just go in and start filling in, because the gel is hard. Okay, like, do you see this? It's hard. Okay, now I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm not going to fill in all over my brows, because this is a more natural looking brow. So I'm going to just like draw some hair strokes over here on this part that is so sparse. And you're going to want to be very careful to just draw hair-like strokes. You're going to want to start at the bottom and kind of flick up. You're not going to want to do like if you were just like filling in the whole brow. Now, you can do this anywhere. And if it looks a little dark, the good thing is the gel is so hard, you can like kind of rub and like blend it in with your hairs, and you won't even be able to tell. So I'm just going to take the brow pencil. I had a brain fart. I was like, what am I doing? I'm just going to take the brow pencil and fill in. Now, since the brow pencil is a little bit darker, obviously this brow looks a little darker now. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to kind of hit some of the spots where we could use another hair or two. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm sorry, I have to cover up my mouth because it's easier for me to put my hand right here and flick up. And then I'm going to just kind of blend that in so that it looks more like hair. Okay. And that is seriously, that's it. That's all I do for natural looking brows. Now, if I'm going for more of a full glam look where I'm going to have like heavy eyeshadow, a large eyelash, maybe a bold lip or something like that, and I feel like, what is this hair? Get off. And I feel like my brows need to be a little bit more structured. What I will do is I will fill them in first, then go in with the gel, and then kind of like spot with the hair, like the same thing, like put in a few hair strokes. That is also why something like a brow pen is a lot easier, because these are really easy to draw on hair strokes, but there's a learning curve with brow pens. And honestly, I am still not super great at using a brow pen. So that is why I lean more towards the brow pencil. They are a bit more forgiving. Like I said, you can take your finger and kind of like smudge the color and like really blend it in so it looks a lot more natural. Sometimes with the brow pen, if you get a little heavy-handed, it looks like you took a marker to that spot. And obviously we aren't looking for that. So here are my easy everyday brows. It takes me no time to do these, but I'm going to quickly go off camera and finish up my makeup, and we will be right back to finish up this video. Okay guys, so the rest of the makeup is on, the hair is done, and this is the finished look. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys like what the brows looked like with the rest of the makeup on. I didn't go for anything too crazy. I don't have on like a butt ton of eyeshadow. I don't have like a wing liner or crazy lip or anything like that. This is just a really like kind of like elevated everyday look. Did a little extra here, a little extra there. But yeah, so this is the final brow look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something. I know there are tons of brow tutorials out there, but I think I really like simplified it and tried to make it as easy as possible for anybody out there that might be a little intimidated, especially with like trying something new with your brows. Just one huge tip I have is go grab this product. I will link it down below. I will try to find it a couple of different places. But yes, go grab this. It is an amazing brow gel. Whether you do this look or you just want to use it to set your brows in place, this is amazing. If you have really nice thick brows and you don't have any issues with like sparse areas, this would be amazing as well. Like, you're going to stay put. I don't care what happens, what kind of weather, your brows aren't going to move. So I just wanted to show you guys how I do my brows if anybody was curious. Also, these are my two favorite brow pencils. I love the ColourPop Brow Boss, and I love the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. The Morphe one is in Java, which is what I use today. And I also like to use the dark brown pencil from ColourPop. So both of these are amazing. The Morphe's a little bit more pigmented than the ColourPop. So just leaving you with that. They're both affordable. I think, I'm pretty sure the Morphe one's around 10, maybe a little under. I can't remember what the ColourPop one was, but I'm assuming it's 10 or under as well. So both really great brow pencils. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. And yeah, check out my other makeup tutorials that I have. I'm going to be busting them out a whole lot more in the weeks to come, so be on the lookout for that. If you want to be notified whenever those go live, then go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of those. And if you liked this video and want to see more like it, whether it be makeup tips and tricks or tutorials or just chitty chatty videos while I put on my makeup, go ahead, thumbs up this video so I know you want to see more like it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Love you.